rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
What is good, Battlefielders? This is Kuzu Ranger coming at you from Japan. Now, as you can see, this is a Gaijin gamer server, and I just wanted to give some props out to them again, just to say what's up, all my homies out here in Japan, living the life like a Gaijin, just like me. So this is a Gunmaster game. Now, let me just say also, I haven't been playing much. This was like the first game that I had played, literally the first game that I had played after like 3 weeks of not even touching the game at all. I had played Black Ops a little bit before, but I'd taken 3 weeks of playing nothing, and then I jumped right into this game. And these guys play hardcore mode, which is pretty hardcore. But let me just say, it's really intimidating, and that's why you're gonna hear the little Jason in the background, because that's literally how I felt, and I had no way to express it except for just getting a sample of that soundbite. But seriously, this game was really intense. Like every kill, there's no radar, so you can't rely on it. And I'm a big fan of the radar. I totally rely on my radar because I play. I don't know what's my percentage. I can't see my stats now. At least 50, probably 60% of my total online time, which is hundreds and hundreds of hours playing this game, is spent playing as recon. Now, a lot of people, when you think recon, you think sniping, you think camping, and I mean that's fine, that's fair if that's what you want to judge recon to be like. That's fine. We all have our conceptions and misconceptions. Yeah, you have your misconceptions, but when I play recon, I play it pretty semi-aggressively. In the very beginning, when I started playing Battlefield 3, I was actually sniping, like long-range sniping, camp sniping, hard scope sniping, whatever you want to fucking call it. But I was really enjoying it. At the same time, it just I can't get kills that way. I mean, you do get kills, but it's like you get like fucking 10 kills, 15 kills when other people get like 50, and it's kind of depressing. This was really depressing actually right here. Seriously, it took me 6 deaths to get past the Magnum 44. Now, I don't consider myself a very good up close killer, and this is one of the reasons why I had this discussion with these Gaijin gamer crews. Right here, you see the reason I got that kill was just because I stole the kill from the guy here. He was half dead anyway, so I only needed 1 shot. This is a pretty big map to play Gunmaster on, and I think we only had 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 at the most in the beginning, so it takes a lot of time to find people, and obviously I didn't know this map well, so I keep going in the wrong side. But here, this is what I was telling these guys too. When you get in a good streak, when you get to the the fully auto weapons, the SMGs, the assault rifles, here I was just lucky because everyone kept coming down this corridor. Probably they saw their guy died. They can tell, or maybe they can hear the sounds, but they kept coming back in the same place. So I don't consider this camping. I'm just patrolling the area. I'm aware that the enemies are coming. There's another guy. I barely miss, or clearly miss, however you want to see it. But once you get past the pistols, to me, Gunmaster is pretty easy in the sense of you can progress. But you're gonna see later on, I had trouble with another weapon, which really pissed me off. But right here, and also right here, you can see from my screen that I'm very injured, and in hardcore mode you don't regenerate. So we have 5-on-5 here. You don't regenerate, so that makes it even more challenging. You can't just sit behind a corner and wait 5 seconds to get back to 100 health, and you don't even know what percent. I could have been at 0% right there. It's not like it mattered. I mean, 1 shot from anything would have finished me off. But that's what's kind of cool about hardcore mode, because and this is what I was saying in the beginning, it really is intense. You don't know what's going on, so it's like every life or at least I do, every life I treat it like it's my last. I play it like I can only die 1 time, and that's the end of the game. Whoa, where'd that guy fall off from? That was kind of funny. And hardcore, I usually don't like it because as I was saying before too, I do rely on my radar, and I feel I'm weaker without it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel weaker without my radar. That's one of the reasons why I play Recon so much, is because I use that radar as my crutch. Yes, there, I said it. We all have our weaknesses, or you know, aiming is one of mine. So to compensate for aiming, I use the radar to gauge where the enemy is. If I can tell where the enemy is on my radar and I use it, a lot of people don't even fucking use their radar. If you use your radar, then that's another advantage for you. That's another, you know, big advantage that you have on the guy. He doesn't know where you are, and you know where he is. So I mean, you've got to get that kill. And without a radar, try playing it. If you play with a radar all the time, you play in normal mode, try playing a hardcore mode. It's a big change. It's a whole new game. Let me just say. How did I not get that kill? Did you see that hit marker? I saw that hit marker. I think he should have died there, but anyways. If you haven't played hardcore mode, I encourage you to try it out once in a while. Not all the time, because it can get kind of creepy. It can get kind of frustrating really quick. And as well, this game took, I believe it was over 25 minutes. I cut out probably, how many times? 6, 8 minutes or so on the deaths from 2 weapons that I had that were just ridiculous, and I didn't want to show you me just running around for fucking 6 minutes doing nothing, getting killed over and over. So this was a long game, and Gunmaster, usually I don't think it takes this long, you know. If it's not on hardcore, it should be finished a little bit quicker. But oh, how did I die on that? I thought I got him there again. That guy got me twice. Good going. Yeah, but the thing about Gunmaster mode, I also want to say, it is a great game to improve your skills overall. And no matter what kind of player you are, you know, I'm a recon guy, and my backup is assault. This is a great mode to practice on your weapons. It's a great mode to practice on weapons you don't always use. Like I said, the Magnum, I'm not great with it, so this is a good mode for me to kick me in the ass and say, you gotta kill with that, otherwise you're gonna fucking lose. And I don't want to lose. When I play games, I want to win no matter what, no matter who it's against. I want to be number one. I want to do the best I can do. I don't want to play half-assed and just, you know, fuck around. That's not me, you know. So when you play Gunmaster, you can get to play with weapons you normally would never choose. You're forced to choose. You're forced to play with them, and you know, they do come in the set pattern if you play in the normal settings. I think you can now choose a few of the settings to change your weapon choices if you're the admin for the server. We didn't do that for this game, but anyways, assuming that it's a normal Gunmaster mode setting, you know the order, so it's going to be pistol, you know, shotgun, SMG, AR, LMG, blah, blah, blah. So you can still get the feel for how the game's going to go, but you still have to use the other weapons. What? Okay, he's behind me. But yeah, I love Gunmaster because it challenges you. You got to use all these weapons you don't normally use. You've got to be versatile. That's the person who wins is the most versatile player out there, the best person all around. And it's not just, you know, you can't rely on, you know, like I'm saying, you can't rely on a spawn beacon. You can't rely on a motion sensor. You can't rely on a health pack. You can't rely on, you know, perks that give you extra ammo, extra speed, extra grenade, extra blah blah blah. You can't use C4, you can't use anything. There is no cheapness. Gunmaster is completely fair, assuming you're all connecting relatively from the same place and with a relatively same ping. There is no cheapness about Gunmaster. Excuse my cold. My ends don't sound very enunciated. Gunmaster is, yeah, it's a complete test of skill because everyone has the same exact weapons. Everyone has the same exact lack of perks, and yeah, it's a great mode. And one of the reasons why I'm showing this game too, you should know this about me. I'm not always trying to show my best beast fucking kill all game. I do want to grow as a YouTuber, and you know, in this fickle YouTube world, having beast mode games are what attracts the young, you know, 14-year-old kids who, you know, make up a great, I don't know if it's majority, but a great deal of the population of gaming these days, the younger kids, and they want to see the best scores. They don't want to see, you know, analytic breakdowns of everything and why something and the deeper impact of something. But I do want to show games sometimes, not always, but that really, you know, get behind the game. And in this one, the reason I'm showing it is because it's almost like a review for myself. Now it is entertainment, hopefully, for some of you guys who are maybe average players. I mean, I consider myself on the average scale, maybe the higher average scale, but I like looking at my games like this as a review because I can see, okay, I fucked up with this weapon, I fucked up with the Magnum, I'm doing well with assault rifles, I did very well with the SMGs. Why? Well, I was in the right place at the right time, or maybe I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. But it's more than that. When I was using the pistols, for example, you got to know, well, is this a fully auto pistol? Then you got to take pot shots if it's a long distance, and if you're right up close, you got to just keep spraying them in the face. And if it's a single shot long reload weapon like a Magnum, well, you got to make sure you don't spam it. You got to make sure you aim directly at a guy and hopefully get a headshot, because this is also hardcore mode. You got to think about all these things. But yeah, you got to look back at your gameplay and think, what did you do right? What did you do wrong? And yeah, it's great. I love doing that. Of course, I like to see myself win, and I like to see myself get great scores. Ouch, you got hit in the back there. But everything can be a learning experience. I don't care how good you are or how bad you are. You can learn from everything. Now, you know, I think we should talk about that too, or someday. But I'm always learning. I used to be really mediocre. I'm not going to say bad. I was never a bad player, but I used to be really mediocre when I first started playing on the PS3. You know, like I said, I don't consider myself a great player. I consider myself a pretty good, you know, upper intermediate player. But that is mostly because I just practice a lot. I learn routes. Like right on this map, I don't know the routes, so I'm just playing basically on pure, I don't know if I want to, skill is not the word, on raw instinct, I guess is the word I wanted to say. Why did I reload there? I don't know. But practice really does make perfect. Not in the sense that you're going to master a certain move, but you need to know the techniques that you're going to survive. Now, how would I get these kills? Because I could tell someone's going to come. Don't go, you know, rushing around corners. I should have got that kill. But yeah, it's all these little things that add up. And I'll tell you, yeah, I learned from other people. I learned from watching other people. The very first commentator I ever watched was Wings of Redemption for Call of Duty games. Now this was back when he was just giving solid advice, just giving tips on how to succeed, how to play the game, without all his bullshit and hating whatever anti-people comments. That's fine though. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's great. Anyways, my point is, I watch his vids because he was giving out these fucking fantastic tips on Call of Duty, and you know what? They helped. I was watching this guy. He's a good player. He's a very good player, and he was making smart moves, and he was telling me why he was doing that. And at that time, you know, this was years ago. This was on what, Modern Warfare 2 or something. This was way back then. It was just like, wow, I didn't understand how people could do well, and then someone tells you how to do it, and then you watch them, and yeah, it was a breakthrough. I mean, I know it sounds stupid now because fucking there's 30 million people doing the same thing on YouTube, but you can learn from people, and we all do it, and you know, that's the way you're gonna get better, is to learn, practice, keep doing it over, keep trying. But don't just expect to get better just by fucking around. I mean, you've got to take notice of what you're doing, why you're doing it, what's working, what's not working, and you got to think about things. It's not like you got to overly think about it and just, oh my god, okay, do I have to do XYZ after, you know, ABC happens? No, but you got to think about what are your basic, you know, survival skills. What do you got to do to stay alive? What do you got to do to kill? And not make dumb mistakes. Now, the biggest mistake that I used to always make was just that I kept running. Now, I can't overly stress this enough. Running is pretty stupid. You've got to do it sometimes just to save time, but when you're playing on an urban map, when you're playing in close quarters, when you're playing an objective game where you know where the enemy is coming from, in this mode you don't even know where they're coming from, but you've got to watch out about running around corners. You've got to watch out about running into long hallways, running into trouble. Here I've got a little snipey battle with this guy over here. He got me once. I should have died there if this is hardcore, I think. Maybe not. Come on, stick your head out. Come on, yeah, get that headshot. Another guy falls off the roof. That guy, come on. How does that guy not die? How does that guy not die? Suppression assist? Really? So yeah, I'm up. How many? I'm up by 2 or 3 gun tiers here. Looks like I've got the safe lead. Complete miss there, but then a nice shot on this guy. And now I'm on this fucking noob tube launcher blooper gun. Forget what it's called. And my god, it literally took me 5 minutes to get past it. 5 whole fucking minutes. Now I tried to lead shots. I tried to bait people into following me and then dropping a shot. Nothing. Only reason I got that kill is because he was trapped in that room and he was going after someone else. Now come on! Oh, how did I miss that knife? I don't know. I felt like I swiped twice at the end too. Didn't get him. But yeah, now I've got the knife. I've got a last kill to go before I win this game. And let me tell you, my adrenaline was pumping because I swear I could hear these guys, my Gaijin gamer crew, saying that someone else was just about to get the win. And in fact, if you look at the kill feed, not there, but someone else does get a sniper kill, which means they either had one more or they were on. Oh no, there's one guy right now. He's on the second to last weapon as well. So yeah, this was a very close game. It was very tight. Let me tell you, like, my heart was racing a lot. It was just like beating. It was like bump 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 bump. And I love that. I love being put to my limits. I love being challenged like this. This was, like I said, my first game back in weeks of playing this game. And to come, let's just say, very close or on top of the scoreboards was a great feeling. There I could see a guy was coming. Drop back here. Is he going to come? Is he going to come? Is he going to come around the left? No, he's going to come up straight up. Come on. Ooh, knife in the face. That must have hurt. Cruiser Ranger for the win. Alright guys, that's it for today's commentary. Thanks for watching. As always, leave any comments below and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, boost.